At least you're not facing yourself again this time, so that's
oh my
okay.
god, yes.
Like, I didn't die either, but I didn't kill it that fast.
So what do we do for the calling card?
All I know is
Oh,
that
that's true.
Maybe we shouldn't
this
go
boss ain't gonna be
overboard with
pretty.
it. I
Visually.
don't really see her as a bad person.
What on us overboard? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, the real bad guy here is the one who took the bribe.
No, the guy who offered the bribe in the first place is the true villain.
Those
Both.
are not the shoddy contractors who built the sculpture, and they deserve the most punishment.
But to be fair, that still doesn't forgive what she did, though.
You guys
Afterwards.
sound pretty heated. Who's to say one man's more evil than the next?
We locked him outside during our meeting.
Zenkichi.
Actually, I think she's
You
not
weren't
good.
invited, man.
So
He
you were
just
here
showed
all
up.
along.
Okay, so he was just following us. You weren't invited.
One I picked.
Yes, go with that one.
Whoa, why the hostility? You guys forgot about me, didn't you? Why would you
Who
not
are
get
you
in
again?
contact with me?
Man, I love
Well,
this character.
Now that you mention it, Gramps, you completely slipped our minds.
Ow.
Ow!
All right then,
So, okay.
maybe I'll forget to keep you from getting arrested.
I thought I could have swore Ryuji said the line Futaba just said.
Okay,
Nah.
we're sorry.
I feel like he said something similar to it last time we saw
I
him.
get it. So what's
Maybe
our
that's what-
situation?
So after explaining the situation,
Now I get the picture. So that's how Mariko Hyoto became a monarch.
Well, no, that's how she got traumatized. We still don't know how she became a monarch. We're like working on it.
That would explain
well,
your
they still don't
debate
know
as to
exactly
who
the
was the
details
worst of
about
them
how it
all.
works.
What's your take
Yeah.
on it, Gramps?
Doesn't
My
matter.
take is you kids are naive.
I mean, yeah.
What do you mean?
It's clear that Mariko Hyoto was cornered by a pair of rotten scumbags. Tragic. I agree.
Okay, actually, like, I'm surprised how well Ryuji took that. He wasn't like, up yours, Gramps, or something. Like, he actually wanted to hear why Zenkichi thought he was naive. Like, that's pretty cool.
But what does she do?
Yeah,
in
like
response?
actual character growth.
Isn't it just as wrong to change
maturity.
people's hearts and manipulate them?
Yep.
That may be true, but
Treats people who treat him
Furthermore,
with respect
that
with the same
accident
kind
was
of
her
respect.
responsibility.
That's true, though.
Being
Yeah.
that she's the top of command.
Yeah.
Regardless of who did what,
Well, unless
a
you're the
real
monster
leader
cat.
takes the fall.
But even so,
Well, Morgana and him are
It may be
assholes
a
to each
bitter
other,
pill
so
to
you know,
swallow,
it's a feedback
especially
loop.
for a group of
Yeah,
justice
I know that's
kids
that.
operating
Yeah, that's pretty much
outside
the
the law.
dynamic.
But the real world isn't so cut and dry.
Yeah, Zenkichi's got a
The
good
longer
point
you
here.
keep up this hero charade,
Yeah.
the harder it'll bite you in the ass down the line.
Zenkichi, that's terrible! Take it back!
No, like, he's right.
Yeah, I went with the third option.
Yeah, like, take it easy,
Like his,
Futaba.
that's a good point.
Like,
I mean, that's the tough thing about the world is like,
Sorry. Might
as much
have
as we
overstepped
love
my
to have
boundaries.
like, you know, this is good, this is bad, it just doesn't
Mm-hmm.
work that way.
yeah.
It's sort of like they already know, though.
No,
So
I can
when
understand
Zenkichi
your
saying it
reason.
felt really patronizing to me, which is why I sided with Futaba.
Well, but here's the thing. you gotta
we
remember-
know that the world's like that. The whole point of this is that we're fighting against the injustice of the world being.
Yeah, but we
You're
gotta
saying
think,
that
we
the
gotta think
world
about it this
isn't
way. I
neatly
mean,
divided
these
into good
guys are
and
either high
That
school or
won't
college
stop us from
age.
fighting.
You know, they're still like trying to
If we give
understand
up
how the
now,
world works.
Then the people who are counting
And
on
exactly
us
how
won't
it
have any
goes.
hope
I mean,
left.
Yeah.
I
To be
mean,
fair,
like-
like, unless you looked at it really closely, things looked pretty cut and dry in base P5.
we help people in a way
For the
no one
most
else
part,
can.
yeah.
That's why the Phantom Thieves
Yeah,
I
exist.
mean, granted, it doesn't help the adults.
That's much
in
part of why I
I
like
understand you all take this very seriously.
villains of this game so much better. Is there's so much more gray area.
Precisely.
Exactly.
They're all cool.
Either way, the
All of
cards
these
fall.
characters are much more
You're not
interesting
letting
than
Hyoto get away with
Kamoshidas and
what she's doing.
Madarames.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
the exceptions
Last
are
game.
Futaba and Sai in the last game.
Correct. We're
Yeah,
going
let's
to
Yeah,
stop
and then
them.
Futaba
Barky
was a
and
villain.
and
And
Royal.
Royal, true.
What Mari-san is doing is
Like,
forcing her
'cause,
warped
like, honestly,
intentions onto
Shido
other
was-
people. And we can't
He's just
let
pretty
that
much a
happen.
typical.
No
a
matter
Even
what
typical-
it
Shido
is.
was pretty black and white.
We're the
Like,
Phantom Thieves, and we fight
Yeah.
for what we believe.
So
Yes,
this
we're
is
gonna
why I'm
stop
liking these
Hyoto.
antagonists here.
But
Is
we'll
like
do
it's
it
a
in a way
lot
that's
like
true to us.
yeah, there's tragic stuff to them to make them more human, but you know that still doesn't justify the horrible things they're doing.
I have no objections.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
decided then.
it's no. This was not them arguing over who deserved it more was never going to stop them from charging in there and changing her heart.
Hey, Haru, do you want to write the calling
Thank you.
card? It seems like we've got a
So
pattern
how will we
here.
send the calling card?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could send it over with some curry to the mayor's office?
Wasn't even curry, Futaba.
It's the only thing she ate for like 3 years.
What are we, a catering service? If anything, it should be ramen.
She refused to eat it for
How
3
you
years, and
know?
then she was upset with herself for doing
Maybe
so.
better to avoid closed spaces, actually. After all, she'll probably be outside prepping for the election most of the time.
Yeah, but we
There's
don't.
no point sending a calling card if the target doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this part.
I wonder if we
Oh,
can
They all
send it
turn their
somewhere on her
heads.
campaign.
It's great.
Like somewhere she's bound to pass by. Then how about where the Suzushino posters are? I'm sure she'll have a speech over there.
Yeah, good thinking, Poodle.
Yeah, and if we time it with her speech, it'll be perfect.
The question is, who's going to place it there?
Glorious.
No, not again. Seriously?
Sorry, man, you're an accomplice now. Deal with it.
It's an advance,
Plus,
Vance.
you're the only one that can do it
One
legally.
of us. One of us.
Now,
Wow.
hold on just a minute. Didn't I already pull this stunt for you in Sendai?
Yeah, that's why this is even funnier.
Consider it a favor. Yeah, for being such a
That
mean...
unison turn of heads. It's so well timed. I love it.
Okay, this just makes me think that Zenkichi really is future Joker, because he's the only other person that's volunteered in unison.
Shouldn't you own up to it? There's no need to worry. We'll make the calling card for you.
We'll be counting on you, Gramps.
Even Yusuke. Such an informal and like mocking way of referring to someone sounds weird coming out of Yusuke's mouth, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
I guess.
Has Makoto called him Gramps yet?
No.
No, she's very.
She's like the one person that refuses.
Her.
Might as well say yes.
Well, I think Haru
You
too.
little weasels.
No, Haru called him
Fine.
Gramps'
I'll
son.
post the damn calling card.
Oh yes. Okay, yeah.
We
So then
really
it's definitely
do
just Makoto.
appreciate it.
I like how you can like hear a
Don't
warning
twist
in
my arm
Haru's
like this.
voice.
I
Like,
really do appreciate it. Screams.
If we're
and
really
you
doing
just
this,
despise
it'll be early in the
police.
morning. Don't be late.
Hey,
All right.
let's see.
what are you
Did
looking
items
for?
restock?
Now's your
Nope.
chance to
They
shine.
always do. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, because I just went and picked stuff up before we went to the trauma cell.
I should write something.
Okay.
Alright.
They
I
always-
thought the trauma cell would be enough to restock items.
Okay, so let's
Okay.
just do it then. Yusuke and his Pocky, dear god, it's like hypnotizing in its weirdness.
You're super overleveled. I usually save before sending the calling card just in case.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I missed it.
Yes.
It's okay. I always end up double saving because I'm like, you know what, just in case. I know I just feel like I did, but it doesn't hurt to do it twice.
The game hasn't crashed for me yet, but when after seeing it crash for Cameron that one time, I'm just paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
The
Oh.
game crashed on you?
Yeah, it was pretty early on.
That was part 1, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was interesting.
I called it the crash surprise because it happened while Last Surprise was playing.
Oh yeah, that was the only part that I was like
Yeah,
literally in.
you missed like all of the combat in the first episode. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I was only there for like
Sorry to call you
mostly the
out so
cutscenes.
Beginning, then you left for the combat, and then you came back when we finished the combat, and we were back in
Yeah.
cutscene.
Okay,
That's okay.
so this
I
probably
made
made
fun.
like the Haru shippers like really happy.
Oh, easily.
I wanted to talk to you about
I mean, then you can
Mari-san.
also pick whoever you want to
It's
take into
strange.
the,
How I couldn't
Oh,
remember
yeah, it
Mari-san
is-
until
It
now.
is in this place.
Even when Hasagawa-san said her name.
yeah, it's the
didn't
last
quite
thing you
occur to me
do
who she
before you
was.
move on to
At the moment she
Okinawa.
called me Haru-chan. Suddenly,
Yeah.
it felt like a lid popped open in my mind. And my memories came pouring out.
Memories are
I
weird in
remembered all
Persona.
these things about my childhood. About Mari-san.
Yeah.
How could I
Does
forget
she have
someone I loved
memory
so
loss?
much?
No.
No, it just happened when she was really little.
So
Like,
it
have,
never
have you
occurred-
ever like had something that reminded you, and just all of a sudden you remember just this whole fiasco that
All the time
just
we
hadn't been on your
spent
mind for a really long time,
together.
basically?
The moment he passed away, I must have suppressed those memories deep within my heart. At some point,
Yeah, mix in
I got
some
used
good
to
old
hiding things
PTSD and
and I even forgot a good friend like Mari-san.
Helped that her father was kind of a complete jackass.
No,
Yeah,
I feel
her
like,
dad was basically Jock
like I was
Schnee, but in
running
charge of
from it all over
McDonald's.
again.
Okay.
A long time ago, I remember
You know,
tagging along
you're
with
you've
Mari-san,
handled
my
this very
father,
well of
during a
accepting
golfing
what's
trip.
going on.
I was so happy running around.
She's
I
seen
ended
enough
up tripping and
anime that
falling.
I can just compare it to something
Of course,
she's
I
already
started
seen
crying.
and she'll
Then
understand.
all of a sudden,
Gotcha.
Mari-san
That's a
came
good
up
skill.
to me and
That's a
said,
good thing to
I
have.
mean,
"Stop
anime
crying
is a
and
lot
get
of things,
back
and
up."
Trope is
It
certainly
shocked
one of
me
them.
at first because
Facts.
I always thought of her as an
Yeah,
extremely
that's-
Although
yeah,
I'll
that's
never understand people get
because I
pissed
knew she
off
was
at
so
tropes
kind.
being in
I
anime,
managed to
because
stop
like
crying,
the
and
tropes
eventually
themselves are
got back up.
fine. It's just
I remember
interesting to see how
thinking
people
Mari-san
handle
would
them
never
differently.
say
Yeah,
anything
it's how they're
like this.
used.
I
Like,
trusted her completely. At that
it's
point,
like people arguing about the
Mari-san
power of
hugged me and said,
friendship in Fairy Tail when it's an actual definable thing that they explain in like the second episode is an actual thing in their universe.
I'm a complete sucker for the anti-hero slash villain mate turned hero trope. Like, I fall for it 90% of the time.
But
I
to be
almost
fair,
Oh
always
my
it's
god,
not-
like those
that's so
characters.
many times in Fairy Tail.
Well,
to be
gosh,
fair,
Gajido's
like,
my favorite
yeah.
character in Fairy Tail.
Well, to be fair, like, it's really cool to see the villain, like, redeem himself. Redeem themselves, like, that's cool.
Work in that. And
Yeah, it just all depends on how a trope is used. Like, power of friendship is a cliche, but in a game like Persona or an anime like Fairy Tail, where it's an actual definable thing, where your power is forged through bonds
Yeah,
and stuff, it
getting
makes
close
sense.
to your friends literally gives you more power in this
No
game. It's
matter
like,
how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again. Never forget that. Can you believe it?
original game,
I didn't
if
quite
you
understand back
if you
then,
max out,
but
I think it's
I
rank
do
9
now.
actually, but if
There's
you
more
max
to good
out
character
your
than kindness.
friends'
Being good means
bonds,
dealing with the
and they
bad in
literally
front of
gain
you.
the ability
It
to just
means to take a
decide
stand,
not to
even when
die
all you
if an
want to do
attack
is
was
run
originally
away,
going
to
to
realize nothing
finish
will
them off.
change
Yep.
if you keep
Yeah.
ignoring reality.
It's right nice.
It's basically a pseudo sturdy out of Pokemon.
I have you and the Phantom Thieves to thank
I
for that.
I keep forgetting how short Haru is. Like, she's in
It's too late
heels,
to
too.
save my father. But it's not too late for Mari-san. This time,
This
I
is
can change
Japan,
things around.
everybody's short.
I want to tell her
Well,
what's
it's gonna
going
depend
on.
on
We had that
Japan.
whole
All those years
fiasco
ago.
trying to figure out exactly how tall Sumi was. We're going through like everyone to see
boy.
who she was taller or shorter than.
Yeah, okay, that was a thing. I think Futaba's like the average height of people in Japan.
She is. Meanwhile, Yusuke is freakishly tall at 6 foot.
Yes. Thanks for hearing me out.
Like, I think the average male height
Tomorrow
in Japan
I'm going to do my
is...
absolute
5'6",
best.
and female is like 5'4", isn't it?
Good night.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I need to move to Japan to be normal
So-
height.
What's up, Sophie?
Why is Haru so upset over Mariko Hyodo? I don't have a heart, so it's hard to understand.
This feels like explaining death to Nanako.
Why do people try so hard for others?
Trying to explain
I
emotions.
wonder if I'll ever know.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I feel you there.
So you also don't know how to explain it.
So you
stop
don't
saying
know.
you don't have a heart. You have a persona, so clearly you have a heart.
You
I
don't.
know we have a question mark next, but it's a persona. Come on.
I know, Akechi, I mean,
I guess
Adachi has
even
a
real
heart,
people
but...
have trouble empathizing from
I
time to
mean, that's
time.
Persona, but I would say he has a heart.
It may seem like a simple
If you're
concept
about to
to
talk
you,
Persona 4 spoilers,
to
I'm gonna
me,
punch you through the
it
internet.
makes my mind go.
No, I'm not.
But I am humanity's companion. I am here to learn and grow.
We seriously need to plug her into the freaking Kirijo Corp database. Like, she could have words with Aegis.
Kirito Corp?
Kirijo, we discussed this.
Good day, everyone.
Oh.
Are we ready to make Sapporo
No,
a
it's-
paradise's
He keeps saying you're saying Kirito instead of Kirijo.
Yeah, and
Is that
Aegis
the one-
is a
I
robot.
keep mishearing that, and it's hilarious because it's theorized that Excel World is a company started by Kirito from Sword Art Online.
You know what?
So,
It wouldn't
like,
surprise me.
At least it was last time I was keeping up with Sword Art Online lore. To be fair, it's been a really long time.
Okay, that's funny.
I keep telling myself I'm gonna watch Elisa's Nation, but I haven't.
Okay, so Lynn, Aegis is a robot, basically Penny, from Persona 3.
Okay.
Then remember, on
And
election day,
since
please vote.
Sophie is,
Is she as innocent as
code.
Penny?
not
But
really.
No.
No, not really. She was designed to fight monsters and like
Think of
not
Penny-
really have a
So was
soul.
Penny, but that didn't
Well,
stop her
imagine
from
if,
her
like,
personality.
Imagine
The
if Penny
Terminator.
had to like earn a soul instead of just starting with one.
Oh, you know, actually, no. Here's what makes it better. Here's what fits. Terminator 2 Schwarzenegger. Like,
Okay, yeah, T2, that
It
works.
starts with
So
a-
Abe
yeah.
just starts out with basically no personality?
Basically no personality. She has a prime directive of annihilating shadows and a subdirective of basically stalking the main character. And
Shit,
that's
that
it.
gives me Roxas vibes. Roxas and Xion, the both of them started basically no personality in days, and they had to literally grow a personality.
there you go. That's exactly it.
You are a cold
But you guys want to know the crazy thing?
as
Hmm.
tools to be discarded.
If you would have made that reference last year, I would not have got it because I would not have seen the Terminator movies yet.
Sheltered
We
Being.
find this unforgivable.
Seeing the
and will
I
I
end
mean,
Yeah.
I've only seen 1 and 2, and I can't exactly call myself
It's
a
a,
big
no,
fan.
no,
anymore.
no, 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 no. Just stick with 1 and 2.
The
The others don't
Yeah,
exist.
I've only seen 1 and 2.
Dude, I saw
Good.
1 and 2,
Good.
and I
Stay
don't
there.
have a desire to see 1 and 2 a second time, so I'm really not going to see more sequels.
Good. No, keep it there. Everything
I'd
else.
rather ruin Terminator 2 for me.
And they say they're going to
Well,
steal
because what
my
happened
desires?
was, I was in intro to film class,
Uh-huh.
and the very first R-rated movie that they showed in that class, which,
Is
by the
Terminator.
way, was my very first R-rated movie ever,
Are you
was
serious?
City of
Beginning to
God.
work up an
Wow.
Yes, I am serious. And,
Never seen City of God. I don't know what that is either.
It's about Rio de Janeiro in the 60s, 70s, and 80s that goes through the drug cartels,
Yeah, it's like the
gang
mafia or something like that.
warfare,
Wait
pretty
first,
much
Marisa.
everything that makes
It'll all be
something
over
rated
soon.
R, then times it by 10.
Well, I mean, especially if De Niro's in it.
Let us start the game.
Yeah, so that's City of God. So I was really upset. And I said, I never want to see another R-rated movie again.
Man. But
Lynn's very easy
And
to
then my
traumatize.
boyfriend went and said, wait, let me show you Logan because that's an
I'll just
R-rated
add
movie
this.
done well.
The response to that reminds me of my response to Attack on Titan. I never want to see it again after they
Oh,
killed
because,
off every character I care about.
because that was pretty brutal.
Let's go.
So we started watching Logan. We
Mhm.
get to the farmhouse fight scene, and I have to stop because it's making me nauseous.
Yeah, like if you're not used to
Like,
that kind of stuff,
if it was
yeah.
a really gory movie, I get that, because gore gets to me pretty bad too.
Well, then we get to the end. I get to the end of Intro to Film Class, and we're doing
this is-
horror, which
Oh
I'm
no.
going to go and say that is the only week that I can justify the R rating on the movie. We had so many unnecessary R-rated movies in that class. I
Mhm.
wish I didn't have to take it. I hadn't taken it. But we watched the original Period,
Age of
which was
Blood.
the very first
Oh.
R-rated movie. And I actually enjoyed it.
Sorry about the wait.
Yeah.
We're here to kick ass
So
and
it was okay. We
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
just need to go through the history of R-rated movies to
Mhm.
get me
who the
Caught
hell
up?
is she?
to
Yeah.
be able to
Couldn't be. Marisa.
stand the modern day R-rated
What on earth
movies.
happened to her?
And the oldest R-rated
Synthesis
movies
here
that
is distorted.
Brandon had was the Terminator movies, so we watched the first two Terminator movies.
Best not get
Oh, somebody's in. Who's in?
Oh,
Is the gang all here?
Oh god damn it, is that Josh?
It's
It
Josh.
is.
When there's Josh, there's Kira.
This is wrong, Marisa.
They're
Oh,
usurping
boy,
your stream
boss
again.
Those votes you gathered by twisting the people's
I,
hearts are
I have
worthless.
officially lost control of the stream, at least it lasted an hour.
Your staff will collapse one
What?
by one.
It was
I get why it's hard
it
for
was
you to
fun while it
trust
lasted.
people, but you still have to treat them with decency.
Kira says hi, but she's eating dinner, so don't worry.
Hi, Kira.
now. I've done nothing wrong. I will bring out every last ounce of corruption from my staff.
Yeah, am I wrong?
No, you're not.
This really is an interesting case of the shadow looking nothing like the real person, though.
No, this is more what the whole stuff did to her inside.
Ah, taking off the snow queen.
In a sense, yeah.
I think that's funny. She said consume every vote. Look at all that
I mean,
gluttony.
she's gluttony, so.
Yeah, the room we're in is literally called the Cage of Gluttony.
Ah, I missed that.
Yeah, so basically, she got screwed over for being blamed for kid's death. The problem is, they arrived against, they pretty much gone against her for signing up papers for said construction. So she's a lot more distrusting and wants more power for herself to try to make not make the same mistake.
To be fair, her reason for wanting to get more and more power is an understandable one, but she still needs to do something.
Hey, you know what Abe Lincoln said? Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
True.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Oh boy, bloomin' villain. Let's go.
In my way.
Angrily eating.
Yeah.
She's angry. Oh no, she's angry.
And to think
Prepare
that
for the
this
most
is
unappealing.
the same person.
Turns into 12 giant Jack Frost.
This girl
You
has
wish.
fucking
Oh.
I've seen in this game.
Okay, sure.
It's the fucking table.
Great googly moogly.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is not an appealing boss.
Also, watch out for her tongue because she can straight up eat your characters.
Duly noted.
What would you know? I will consume all who oppose me, no matter who they are.
Save the chandelier if you get eaten. It's like the only reliable way to get your characters back out.
Whoa, what's with all the food? So nice!
Watch out.
Yep. Oh boy.
Oh. Ow. I don't remember her hitting that hard.
Cameron, in this for 10 seconds, almost died.
I mean, 3 other characters, she's fine. Also, Sophie knows recon.
She does know recarm.
I mean, you do have 2 healers, so you're fine.
Switch out.
There you go. So,
Just hang out.
okay, but
Alright, it feels like I'm actually whooping her butt.
you are. You're chipping away a lot more health than I do.
Oh yeah, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, because I was at level 38 when I reached her. And it took quite a bit.
Level 38, as in Joker was level 38?
Joker wasn't 38. I think the others were like a couple levels below.
Okay, she probably has a phase 2, so I need to be careful.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
definitely. I think phase 2 is when she starts eating her characters.
Yeah. And, you know, you'll
That's
know
when she
when it
gets
gets
really dangerous.
There's like some crazy Ursula jellyfish
Oh, boy.
thing. Oh, run!
Yep, I saw it.
Yeah, that's those area
Oh, let's
effects
put your
suck.
phase 2 right here. Oh, just barely not.
Attack him! Thanks, Futaba.
And defense up too.
She's out of range, Cam.
And she was barely in range at the end. I just
Wow,
wanted
Cameron.
to avoid.
That would have been pretty cool if it hit.
Not really, it's not like she's weak to that. I mean, I'm hitting her with a shovel, so...
Wow, you actually went more than half of the health. And she still hasn't got phase 2. That's interesting.
To be fair, most things are weak to shovels if you hit them a bit hard enough.
Cutscene by now.
He
I
speaks
mean, that's
the
true.
truth.
That's true.
Oh, great, she's strong against Nuke.
She is. Oh, here we go.
More! There's still more!
Just
I must
just be careful.
last one of you!
Duly noted.
Gobble you up!
I'd rather you not.
Please stop, Mariko! I know you're still trying deep down. Persona! Let me get that one.
Oh.
Oh, you might kill her before she eats anybody.
Seriously, you're having this a lot easier than
Oh, over
I did.
level, bro.
What the heck? I'm kind of jealous now. Like, you're having no issues.
Don't mess with the Phantom Thieves.
Don't mess with your fantasies when you got showtime.
If he brings her down a little bit, he'll finish her off
Would you
with
care
it.
to join us?
I don't think this will finish her
This
off.
might be a finisher. Ooh, I missed.
Wow, her showtimes are really weak.
A little bit, yeah. You're not even giving her a chance to attack.
Why would
This is
I?
hilarious.
Got her!
Wow.
Anybody this run?
Wow. You did this
Like the
with
most
no
interesting
effort.
mechanic this boss fight has, and you didn't even see it.
Get
You didn't
right!
get to the part where she like sent a snowstorm into the hall and you slowed down until you turn on the heater.
Let's see the snowstorm. Jesus Christ.
Wait,
there
you
was-
really skipped through half the boss
Wait, did I
fight.
skip like most of the mechanics?
You did.
I
I'm
learned
pissed
something
now. I'm mad now.
You sparked up a snowstorm, you have to find one with the heater to turn it off the snowstorm.
But no. Cam is just an overachiever.
Not yet!
You're so OP.
I'm not even that high of a level.
All of Sapporo's
You're way higher level than you should be.
Please stop. Haven't you done enough?
What?
You're a kind person, Mari-san. And I know you've tried to shoulder all of this alone. The staff member who took bribes, the councilman who tried to set you up, even the girl who died in
Dang,
the
that means we can
accident.
start Okinawa now, actually.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you can have a
Each
little
of these
detour
things
through there.
grieved you. And in order to make a city where none of it
Oh,
can
we have a lot of
reoccur,
cutscenes before you
took
get
action
there.
as you saw
Well,
fit.
that's
That's
fine.
Monday.
We've got an hour and a half before the stream
I will
ends.
definitely get to Okinawa, that's for sure.
I know very well that little
Okay,
girl's
this
So-
might sound like a
You'll have,
question, but why
requests
does
and crap,
the
too.
calling card trigger the boss fight?
Because
We need
the
a
thing with
calling
the-
card. Okay, so the calling cards materialize the desires. The giant crystal we saw on our way in. Because desires aren't physical, but if you let someone know that they can be stolen and they will be stolen, they physically materialize. That's
yeah,
the
think of it
idea.
as a warning. Like,
That makes you
like,
think of them as something physical that can be stolen, so they appear as something physical that can be stolen.
Precisely. It's all cognition. We don't even use real guns.
I thought I could
It just looks like a gun, so they assume that since it looks like a gun, it must hurt when they fire it.
Yep.
Therefore, it does hurt when they fire it.
I'd only be replaced
Ah,
by
okay.
Yeah.
scum. That's why I never step down. In this world, it's either eat or be eaten.
it's kind of funny because that basically is a literal mind
I
game.
decided I'm
Get outplayed!
Even if
I mean, that's basically the gotcha on Akechi. He got 4D chest.
make the world a better place. But if
To be
I
fair,
fail
he revealed his move way before he should have.
little girl's memory,
All because of pancakes.
this girl lost her life. Yet I
Pancakes?
will do nothing to stop the
Oh,
evil
that's a
from
meme that you'll
Oh,
relate someday.
like, I could...
Okay,
I
so
don't know
no.
if you're- like, should I straight up just say it?
yeah,
Say
one
what
of the
pancakes is about?
one of the big bads of the game got people suspicious of him because the cat thing mentioned pancakes, and only people that have been in this world can hear him. And so he heard someone say pancakes, meaning that he was incredibly
Morgan was the one who
suspicious.
said it. Which meant he heard Morgana, which meant he had been in the metaverse.
Yeah, meaning he heard the talking cat, meaning he was wandering around in the cognitive world.
When he's pretending he has never
Which
been.
means he lied to them about when he had first awoken to Persona, and that tipped them off onto him not being truthful with them and him having an ulterior motive.
That way I could continue being mayor. There's nothing I can do.
I mean, it was a good plot twist.
Yeah, like if you don't pick up on the plot twist, there's a bad ending where Akechi murders you.
Yep, you get shot in the head and the credits roll.
You are a kind
Okay, now
and
you're
strong
telling
woman,
too much of
not
the
someone
story.
who collapses over mistakes. So stand up and hold your head up high, because no
I
matter
tried
how
showing
many
her
times you
Persona.
fall,
She wasn't interested in
you
either of
always
the
get back up and
animes.
start again.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
But
You said that to me a long time ago.
Well, jeez,
Even if
Josh,
you
if
told
we're
the people
boring
the
you so
truth about
bad.
the incident, there are those who would still see the good in you.
I mean, we're trying to
Don't let your
enjoy,
position ruin
trying
it.
to feel emotional.
Think
It's
back to
an
what you stood for.
emotionally charged
She's
scene.
right, Mayor. You can't give up.
If you tell everyone your side of things, they'll listen.
Sorry, I had a busy day.
When my father died,
That's
I
understandable.
felt like
Okay,
my
that's
heart was
fair.
going to break. But thanks to the
Yeah.
Phantom
I mean, we're all
Thieves, I was
working
able
class,
to stand strong
hardworking
and move
people here.
forward. That's why I know
Oh, maybe
you
except
can
Andrew.
too. Remember the part of you that taught me to get back up. No
Got
matter
him.
how many times
Wait,
I
why
fall.
does Andrew get the exception?
Yes.
Single tear sliding down my face.
Thank you.
I'm just joking. I don't know what he says. It's just fun messing around with people when I can.
I'm stuck at colleague.
Yeah,
I
you're in
used a
Cali.
strange power to manipulate the votes.
I
was
mean, so am I.
driven by my personal agenda, I lost
Eh,
sight of
it's
how
okay.
I originally felt. And why I ran for mayor in the first
Yeah, Lynn's the baby in this
to
group.
make a city beloved.
All I'm gonna say about this is the engineering degrees are a pain in the ass.
Oh, great. So now I'm the Zenkichi of the group
Reason
then.
enough to take
Whatever
her
you
out
say,
and
Gramps.
And Ichi?
Damn
I
it.
won't make this mistake again.
I never needed
The cop that everyone calls Gramps.
Yeah.
He looks like Anime Sirius Black.
Haru-chan, you've grown so. Your
Yeah,
father
I'm
must
saying
be
that
so
because I'm the
happy.
oldest of the group here. So
Oh,
yeah.
I need to send Kira a picture of Natsume, because we mentioned him last time.
Oh yeah, and she still has to show me
This place
some of the
is
stuff she's done.
Yeah, I'll share some of that art with
Sure,
you.
text chat, but Cameron didn't put it on Discord, I guess.
Nope.
But like you know how like toilet seat covers are immensely worse when they're